Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another general collective energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. Hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon, so you guys are more than welcome to join us. So I did channel a couple of things yesterday, y'all. Well, first of all, today is 7/11. I picked up on 7/11 in a message, I think yesterday, the day before yesterday. It was in one of the messages in the last couple of days. So something significant could happen today. You could be seeing, like 7-Eleven a lot. Something about, the convenience store, 7-Eleven, could be significant. But I heard scot-free. Somebody's name could be Scott. Like somebody, is getting off scot-free, or somebody thinks that they're going to get off scot-free, or somebody, could be mad because somebody, is getting off scot-free. Somebody thinks that something is free. This could be energy, this could be time. I feel like, somebody's about to find out, that something is not free out here. I don't know, something about a theft could be significant. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an A, an N, or a T. You could be seeing a lot of ants at this time. Somebody's aunt could be significant. You could also be seeing the angel number 411. Somebody definitely, could receive some information. It could be on today, it could be within the next 3 days, the next 5 days, the next 7 days. You could be seeing the angel number 357. Something about a GUN could be significant. But also, when I was cleaning up my little area, I found a card up underneath my little container under my desk. And the card that I found was this card, which says honesty. So maybe somebody, is going to, have the courage, to be honest. On the card, it says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So maybe, like somebody already knows some truth, or maybe, like somebody, could be, like gaining the courage, to be honest with themselves. I don't know, y'all. Let's just hop in. At the bottom of the deck, we got what goes around comes around. Somebody, could have 3 kids. Like somebody's family, somebody could come from a big family, or somebody's family, could just be multicultural. But yeah, this is the what goes around comes around card. Somebody keeps repeating cycles over and over and over and over again, which means they're not learning some type of lesson out here. Holy Spirit. Something needs to be cut out. Something needs to be cut out. Or somebody needs to be cut off. Maybe somebody, has cut some things out of their life. Cut some people out of their life. Or maybe that's what somebody's gaining the courage to do, is, like be honest with themselves, and cut some things out of their life. Cut some people out of their life. But we got smelling the flowers out here. So somebody, could just be, like in unbothered energy at this time. Like somebody, could just be enjoying life, enjoying the blessings, you know, that has been bestowed upon them. You know, this could be, you know, like somebody's kids, somebody's family, somebody's job, you know. You know, this could be, you know, like somebody, you know, that they could have, you know, like went through some type of struggle or hardship, you know, and they didn't have a roof in four walls, you know, to, you know, like secure them, you know, and maybe, yeah, like somebody, you know, is enjoying, you know, the blessing of having, you know, four walls and a roof around them, you know, to protect them. Something about, yeah, somebody's protection. You could be seeing the angel number 444 a lot. Yeah. Somebody, you know, yeah, somebody possibly, yeah, could, this is also too, you know, like somebody, you know, like, somebody could be clairsentient. You know, somebody, you know, could smell, you know, like when their ancestors are around, or somebody, you know, this is like somebody being in a whole nother house than somebody else, you know, and yeah, like they can smell, you know, yeah, like what's going on in somebody's house, you know, so like somebody can smell somebody cooking greens, somebody can smell, you know, yeah, I feel like somebody definitely smells good out here. Something about, yeah, somebody's scent. Somebody, you know, could receive, you know, like the gift of clairsentient. Somebody, you know, could discover, you know, that they have, you know, the gift of clairsentience. But we have divine guidance at the bottom of the deck. Maybe somebody, you know, is waiting on divine guidance. You know, that could be the case for somebody. Somebody, you know, could have been, you know, like divinely guided out of a situation. And so, you know, because somebody was divinely guided out of a situation, you know, like their life is different. You know, they're able to, you know, like sit back, you know, and enjoy their life. You know, they're able to sit back and, yeah, smell the roses. They're able to sit back, you know, and just, you know, like bask, you know, in the good energy, you know, that's surrounding them. Yeah, somebody's an old soul out here. So somebody, you know, yeah, somebody's full of wisdom, full of knowledge, you know. You know, they say old souls have been here before. So something about, you know, like somebody's past life. Maybe somebody, you know, is just learning, you know, about, you know, like past life, and, you know, somebody, you know, could be, you know, like studying like the afterlife. But as soon as I was talking about learning, we got the lesson card. So somebody, you know, could be learning a lesson. This could be about, you know, repeating cycles over and over and over and over again. Inside job. Something about a flower shop could be significant. Somebody could own a flower shop. But this is also, too, yeah, the inside job card. Somebody, you know, could be, yeah, like taking notes. Somebody could be casing, you know, casing the joint. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, about to learn some type of lesson. Or somebody, you know, has already learned some type of lesson out here. So I feel like because, you know, like somebody, you know, has allowed, you know, that their spirit guides to divinely guide them out of something, or, you know, they've allowed their spirit guides, you know, to, yeah, divinely guide them, you know, to like where they're going, or, you know, like somebody's in the process of allowing their spirit guides to guide them where they're going. I feel like, you know, like somebody, you know, yeah, like they could, you know, like pass a lesson, you know. Somebody, you know, could have been being tested, you know. So somebody, you know, yeah, they could be, you know, like passing a test out here. But something is taking a toll. Something could be taking a toll on somebody's house. Something, you know, could be taking a toll on somebody's pocket. Something could be taking a toll on, you know, like somebody's mind out here. But all of this is going on behind somebody's back. Because this person, their back is turned to this lesson card. Somebody needs to be aware, you know, if you're like turning their back on a lesson. You know, like, so, you know, somebody's spiritual team is trying to teach them a lesson, and they rather, you know, like ignore the lesson, or, you know, they rather, you know what I mean, you know, like, yeah, like do it their own way. Somebody, you know, yeah, that ignored some type of lesson, or ignored, you know, like some type of advice. Yeah, it could be taking a toll on them now. Give me another one, please. Thank you. Yeah, the Four of Wands card came out. So somebody, could be learning some type of lesson, and it has something to do with stability. Somebody, could be learning a lesson. It could have something to do with, like a marriage. Or, like somebody, has learned, like multiple lessons out here. I don't know. Somebody, could be casing, like somebody's home. Or casing a building. Something about, a park. Like somebody, could visit a park a lot. Or somebody, could like work, like for, like their city parks. Somebody, somebody, could have learned, like some lessons, from their childhood, so, basically, like somebody knows what not to do. So somebody, could come from a family, that they, have toxicities and addictions. And so, like somebody has learned a lesson, like not to follow, like after their family members. Somebody definitely, could be, like a generational curse breaker out here. Something about, inside somebody's home. I don't know. Maybe somebody, again, going back to, the gift of clairsentience. Or, somebody, being able to see inside, of somebody's home. Be aware. Somebody, could be lurking around, looking in windows and things of that nature. Not trying to, instill any fear, but I'm just keeping it real. Somebody, they could have been looking into somebody, but this is going on behind somebody's back. We got surprised at the bottom of the deck. So, somebody, could be surprised about some information, that they receive. This is like somebody, going behind somebody's back, asking people, that know somebody, what's divine feminine, divine masculine like, what does their house look like, or whatever have you. And they could get, some information, but it could be surprising, because maybe, they thought, that a divine feminine, divine masculine, their house was dirty, or, they didn't take care of their kids, or they were lazy and they didn't get up and go to work every day. Somebody, could, be learning a lesson about judging a book by its cover. Somebody, could, like judge somebody, for, like the home that they live in, like the car that they drive. Or just be aware. Because somebody or people, are watching somebody. Why is it smelling the flowers here? Somebody's name could be Daisy. Somebody, could be surprised about, like somebody's confidence out here. There's also somebody that, they think that they're confident enough, to like try to teach somebody a lesson. Somebody possibly, thinks that they're confident, to, like get up in somebody's home or something like that. I'm also picking up too that there could be somebody, that they could be gaining the confidence, to like, finally, like tell somebody, that they want to take, like a relationship to the next level. That's also what I'm picking up too. There's also somebody that's confident, or think that they're confident, that, like they're going to be able to, like open up, like get somebody to open up their heart to them. Somebody, could have, like open heart surgery or something like that. Somebody, could be in the hospital. Or somebody, thinks that they're confident, that, like they're going to get between somebody's legs out here. I don't know. Somebody possibly, could be disgusted. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a C or a D. Something about, a CD. So, I mean, we haven't, dealt with CDs in a long time. So, somebody, could be, like a 80s baby, 90s baby, 2000s baby. Somebody could be from Washington, D.C. Why is this learning a lesson card out here? We got the North Node card. So somebody, yeah, somebody is operating in their North Node at this time. Something about, yeah, Cash App as well. Somebody, could be learning a lesson about Cash App. I don't know, if somebody, yeah, they think that they're confident, to, like get somebody, to like give them some money. But just be aware. Somebody, could be getting put out of a home. Somebody, could be, like getting a divorce. Or, somebody could be going through a separation. But we got on the road again. So somebody, could be traveling. Somebody, could be traveling to a wedding. Somebody, could have, like a destination wedding. Something about, yeah, a vacation. Why is this Four of Wands here? Somebody's name could be Cat. Just as I was about to say it. Yeah, somebody's name could be Cat. Somebody's nickname could be Cat. Somebody's name could be Catherine. Kathy. Something about, yeah, somebody being a Christian. Something about some apartments. I don't know. Somebody, could be, yeah. There could be somebody that could be about to lose a job out here as well. But there could be somebody, that, yeah, like could reach out to somebody. It could be a feminine energy. For somebody, yeah, this could be somebody, that somebody was married to. Or this could be somebody that's married. Or this could be somebody, that's been in somebody's home. This could be somebody, that somebody worked with. But somebody's reaching out here. So something about, yeah, like somebody doing too much. Somebody, could be, like learning a lesson about, like doing too much. I'm also picking up too, yeah, somebody being overworked and underpaid. Something about a job could be significant. Maybe, like somebody, yeah, like they walked away from a job, because, yeah, like they were overworked and underpaid. And, somebody walking away from a job, yeah, it boosted their confidence, It could possibly, yeah, could have, like caused, like somebody, to, yeah, like go within to figure out, like who they are and, where they really want to go. But it just doesn't have to necessarily be a job. It could just be, walking away from things, that they know that don't serve their highest good. I feel like, yeah, it's like boosted their confidence. But something definitely, yeah, is going on behind somebody's back. Yeah, we got Nine of Pentacles. So somebody, could be in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Yeah. High hanging fruit. Because if y'all see, she's picking, from, like the top of the tree. There's fruit down here. But yeah, she's picking, So something about, yeah, somebody, yeah, picking high hanging fruit, not the fruit, that's on the ground, that's rotted and, yeah, full of maggots or whatever. Something about, yeah, somebody having high standards out here. So I don't know. Somebody possibly feels like yeah, well, I know how to get it, around their standards. I know how to, yeah, make them, do what I want them to do. But we got the Nine of Swords. So somebody, yeah, somebody's definitely, yeah, all up in their head out here. Somebody, could be saying a lot of birds. Somebody could be all up in their head about some type of communication. Or, yeah, there's a lot of communication going on behind somebody's back. maybe, you know, yeah, whatever communication is going on behind somebody's back, it's supposed to make somebody be in this Nine of Swords energy. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could have been in this Nine of Swords energy, but yeah, like they've gotten out of that Nine of Swords energy. So somebody, you know, has healed. But it's also too, yeah, like somebody, you know, I feel like somebody, yeah, like they're confident, you know, they know their self-worth, you know, they know who they are. So yeah, words, yeah, don't move somebody, or yeah, words don't, you know, hurt somebody, or, you know, like, yeah, like somebody's in, yeah, like they don't care what somebody, you know, has to say about them. Maybe there's somebody that likes somebody's confidence, you know, or somebody, you know, could be trying to teach somebody a lesson, you know, by, you know, like trying to talk about somebody behind their back. But oh well, what's that gonna do? Maybe it makes somebody feel confident, you know, yeah, when they talk about people behind their back, you know. But yeah, that's a coward. That's a low self-esteem, having ass coward. But we got the Ten of Cups. So, yeah, somebody's about to be happy out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have 2 kids or 4 kids. While somebody, you know, was minding their own business, you know, like staying in their place, running their race, I feel like, yeah, like something good, you know, could be about to take place for somebody. You could be seeing the angel number 111. Yeah, you're being asked to trust your intuition at this time. But somebody possibly thinks that, yeah, they're confident, you know, that they could have, you know, like some type of family with somebody, or something about, yeah, somebody's family members. Yeah, somebody, you know, could have gotten, you know, like their confidence, you know, like from, you know, like their mother or their grandmother, or, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, they just come from a confident family, or, you know, like, yeah, like somebody, you know, has, you know, like, yeah, because with the Nine of Pentacles, that's like independent. So, you know, like somebody, maybe somebody didn't come from a confident family, you know, but yeah, like somebody has went within, you know, to figure themselves out, you know, and yeah, they've created, you know, the confidence within them, you know, they've, you know, like upped their self-esteem, you know, by, yeah, like their choices and their actions and their decisions in their life. We got a King of Wands, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be gaining the courage, you know, like to do something. But this lion, that's a predator out here. So something about, yeah, a predator. Somebody preying on kids, women, whoever else that they could possibly, you know, prey on. So the predator, you know, could be being preyed on. Because that's what I'm picking up with this King of Wands energy. Somebody, you know, could have been preying on somebody's downfall. Them preying on somebody's downfall, yeah, could lead, you know, like to their own downfall. We got a Page of Cups. Somebody, you know, could be learning a lesson about, yeah, when it comes to, like, kids. Somebody, you know, could be pregnant out here. I've been picking that energy up as well. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, like they could have, you know, somebody could have a miscarriage. My condolences. Somebody's kid could be in the hospital. Something could happen, you know. This could be in a home, or this could be, you know, like while a kid's playing. There's also somebody that possibly, yeah, wants to apologize. But I feel like this Page of Cups, it's, yeah, it's not a, you know, like it's a sorry, but it's not remorse. So something about, yeah, somebody being apologetic, but, you know, like they're not remorseful. Or somebody, you know, yeah, wanting to apologize, but yeah, like apologies, you know, are more than, you know, like words. Yeah, the King of Wands is still at the bottom of the deck. We got the King of Cups. So yeah, somebody is being told, you know, like to, yeah, trust their intuition out here. Something about somebody's father. Somebody, you know, could reach out to their father, or somebody's father, you know, could reach out to them. Or somebody, yeah, somebody's baby father. Somebody knows that they need to grow up out here. Mm-hmm. Somebody knows that they need to grow up out here. Somebody's father, could pass away. Somebody, could be trying to communicate with their like passed over father, or like somebody's passed over father could be trying to communicate with them. Mm-hmm. Somebody, could be healing from cancer. Or somebody, could be in the hospital, when they could find out that they have cancer. Or it could be a child. Maybe somebody, somebody has just went through a lot, throughout their life, regardless if it was their childhood or, like somebody, has kids, and so, they went through a lot, with their kids, just, yeah, in life in general. There's also somebody that, is very emotional. So I don't know if this person, this emotional person is going to reach out to somebody, and they're very emotional, like somebody, could, like reach out to somebody and they could be crying, I don't know. Somebody could reach out to somebody crying hysterically. Mm. But something about, somebody's intuition. Somebody's intuition, could be heightened at this time. Or, like somebody's intuition, has just been alerting them to some stuff, But I feel like it's whoever this is, that it's like sitting with their back turned. So it's kind of like, whatever, is going on behind somebody's back, somebody still knows what's going on. Maybe somebody's about to receive, like some type of confirmation out here. Just to confirm, that, like what their intuition is telling them is true. We got a house. Mm-hmm. So be aware, because somebody possibly thinks that like they could get inside somebody's home, or this is like somebody playing house. Shacking up. Be aware, of like somebody like shacking up. I feel like that there is somebody, that has, some feelings, a lot of feelings for somebody out here. Or there could be, like somebody, that, like they've had some feelings, like balled up, bottled up, and maybe, like they can no longer, allow these feelings to ball up. Maybe that's the person that's going to be crying hysterically, But we got a thief, so be aware. Somebody's family member, could reach out to somebody as well. This could be, like an aunt. But something about, a thief. Somebody's child, could, like steal something. I don't know. Somebody definitely, is going to get put out of a home out here. I don't know if a child is getting put out of a home. But we got animosity at the bottom of the deck. So somebody, wants to cause animosity, or like there's some animosity that's already going on. Be aware, of like somebody reaching out, like like trying to cause some type of animosity, or somebody, reaching out to somebody, and somebody knows that they have some type of animosity with them. Somebody could be born in 1979 or 1994. The year of 2020 could be significant. The year of 2024 could be significant. Somebody could be born on the 20th of the month or the 24th of the month. Something, could take place on the 20th or on the 24th. But then we got animosity. Imprisonment. So I don't know. Somebody, could reach out, basically, be crying hysterically saying, that they're locked up. The 29th of the month could be significant. I don't know. Somebody's confidence is about to, yeah, fool them. You know, somebody's confidence is about to let them down. I feel like, yeah, like it's fake confidence out here. Something about, yeah, somebody having some type of animosity with somebody. Either somebody's scared that they're going to get locked up, or, yeah, like somebody's trying to cause animosity so that somebody, you know, would get locked up out here. We got the courthouse card. It came out in the reverse. Somebody doesn't want to go to court. Or somebody, you know, could miss court. Going back to, yeah, scot-free. So, I don't know. Somebody thinks that, you know, like they're going to miss, you know, if they miss court, you know, that, yeah, like they're going to get away with it scot-free. But, yeah, somebody, you know, could, yeah, be held in contempt of court. Somebody, yeah. Somebody doesn't want to go to court, or somebody, you know, wants to, yeah, like keep something out of the courts. This could have something to do, you know, with like somebody stealing from somebody, or, you know, like somebody, you know, this is like, you know, going back to, yeah, like somebody could have been married to somebody, you know, and so, yeah, like somebody didn't receive alimony and child support. So, you know, whoever this is, you know, they could want to settle out of court. So somebody, you know, possibly, yeah, could get, you know, like a, you know, like a check or something like that, you know, to settle it out of court. But talking about, yeah, somebody thinking that they're getting away scot-free. I feel like somebody just needs to know that ain't nothing in life free. Somebody, yeah, whatever they're thinking that they're getting away with, they're not. God sees all, hears all, you know. But we got health concern at the bottom of the deck. So somebody, you know, could have some type of health concern. It could be a family member. It could be a kid. It could be a father. Or somebody, you know, yeah, they think that they're confident, you know, if they bring all these excuses to somebody, you know, yeah, they'll have pity for me, or they'll have sympathy for me. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you are alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. So somebody needs to know that, yeah, like their spiritual team has got their back. So that's what's going on behind somebody's back. Somebody's spiritual team is taking care of some shit behind somebody's back. Yeah. What is meant for you won't pass by you. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. So, yeah. Some stuff, you know, could have, yeah, went, you know what I mean? And, yeah, some new stuff, you know, could be coming somebody's way. Wow. Says they'll be back. So somebody, you know, plans on making a return. So just be aware. We are getting closer, you know, to the Mercury retrograde. Technically, we're already in that energy. So yeah. So somebody, yeah, could be expecting to hear from somebody soon. But I feel like whoever this is, yeah, they're learning some type of lesson out here. At the bottom of the deck, we got timestamp. So, yeah, this is going on now. You know, this could take place today. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have some type of health issues. Or some type of health issues, you know, like, could arise within somebody. Something about, yeah, family home. We got you're my soulmate. So something about, yeah, a past life soulmate, or something about, yeah, a soulmate in general. But it says it must be written in the stars because you most definitely are my destiny. We belong together. So be aware. This could be somebody, you know, that somebody grew up with. This could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, like, knows somebody's family, you know, so they've been around somebody's family, you know. But yeah, somebody is being told, you know, like, to, yeah, trust their intuition, trust their gut feeling. Somebody has a gut feeling about something. Yeah, somebody's intuition, yeah. Somebody, yeah, somebody has something to say out here. There's something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. So somebody, yeah, could be gaining the confidence, you know, the courage, you know, or yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, is gaining the courage to be honest with themselves, you know, so they could be honest with, you know, somebody else. But everything happens in divine timing. So yeah, somebody, you know, just needs to, you know, like let things flow. But somebody, you know, could have a gut feeling, you know, and it could have something to do, you know, with like a commitment. Things could, you know, like be getting serious, you know, when it comes, you know, like to a commitment. But somebody, yeah, is being told, you know, like to trust their gut when it comes to, you know, like, yeah, like a commitment out here. Yeah, because the red flags you ignore will come back to bite you later. Yeah, somebody's addicted to the attention of others. Somebody feels wanted and needed. Somebody doesn't feel whole without it. So it's something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, it makes somebody feel good to talk about somebody behind their back, or it makes somebody feel good, you know, when everybody, you know, is giving them attention. You know, it makes somebody feel good, you know, when, yeah, like all the women want them or all the men want them. At the bottom of the deck, we got, is it true? I heard you were dating someone. Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. So somebody, you know, could have heard that somebody's dating somebody and they just don't want to hear it. Ooh-wee. And then we have rigged games. So be aware. Somebody, you know, yeah, somebody's playing rigged games, or yeah, like some type of setup, or you know, somebody, you know, could have a gut feeling that, you know, like somebody is playing games out here. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could have a feeling, you know, that somebody, you know, is, yeah, like dating other people. But for somebody, yeah, somebody, you know, it could be time for somebody, you know, to be wined and dined out here. But somebody, yeah, just needs to, you know, like trust their gut feeling. So maybe somebody, you know, could be in a relationship at this time. You know, and somebody, you know, their gut feeling could be telling them to, you know, like let go, you know, of this relationship. Or yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, they're becoming confident, you know, maybe, you know, like somebody, you know, is going through some stuff in their life, whoever this soulmate is. And yeah, they could be becoming confident, you know, to, yeah, like make some changes in their life. You could be seeing a lot of butterflies. Somebody, you know, could have butterflies in their stomach. But something about, yeah, somebody making room for the new beginning that's on its way to them. But there is, yeah, so many things that somebody wants to say to somebody, but will somebody hear them all the way out? Will somebody believe them? And then we have guilty as charged, and then free to go. So I don't know. Something about, yeah, scot-free. Maybe somebody, you know, is learning lessons about, yeah, like not trusting their gut feelings, you know, and yeah, like just keep giving people passes and passes. Or something about, yeah, a pass. Be aware. Somebody, yeah, could be acting like they don't care about what happened between, you know, two people. but they do. They just want to appear unbothered, or that's how somebody feels, you know. So yeah, like somebody, whoever this is in this confident energy, I feel like whoever this is in this staying in their place, running their own race. They're confident, but somebody else is confident because they feel like that, yeah, like somebody's acting like that they don't care about somebody, you know, but they really do. And I feel like, yeah, like somebody has made up their mind that, yeah, like I care about you, but just not the way you think. Yeah, commitment. So things definitely, yeah, could be getting serious with somebody. So maybe somebody, you know, is, you know, already in some type of commitment, you know, and yeah, they're getting ready to take it to the next level. There could be somebody, you know, that wants to, yeah, cause some type of animosity because of it, or, you know, like try to disrupt it. So just be aware. Yeah, somebody, you know, could just be focused on their money out here. But there definitely is somebody, you know, that definitely, yeah, could feel lost without somebody. And then we have the altar. So be aware. Because I don't like, you know, this past energy. Ain't nobody worried about the past. It's all about the new. At the bottom of this deck, we got guilt. So somebody, you know, could be walking around with some guilt out here. But it's something about, yeah, somebody about to learn some type of lesson. But yeah, somebody releases any beliefs that no longer assist in their soul's growth out here. So yeah, somebody has already, you know, I feel like, yeah, like somebody, you know, is out here breaking generational curses, you know. Somebody, you know, yeah, like they could have been raised, you know, as Baptist or, you know, Catholic or whatever, you know. And somebody, you know, just chooses to be a Christian, you know. They don't choose to stand for, you know, a religion, you know. Somebody, you know, could just choose, you know, like to be spiritual out here. Somebody, you know, could be emotionally withdrawn as well. We got women holding a coin. So somebody, yeah, somebody, you know, could just be focused on their money, you know. Somebody, you know, could be, yeah, the woman of their house. Somebody could be 42 years old. Something about, yeah, because every time I see this card, y'all see how her hands, you know, are making like some type of signs. So I don't know. I don't know if somebody, you know, is a part of a gang, or, you know, somebody's a part of a cult or a coven. This woman holding the coin gives me Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo as well. So yeah, there could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo involved. Somebody, you know, could have a black cat. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be royal out here. Somebody, you know, comes from a, you know, like a royal bloodline, because this person has on lavender. Yeah, we got relationships at the bottom of the deck. So something about, yeah, somebody stealing relationships, or, you know, yeah, relationship thief, or yeah, somebody, you know, like building, you know, like great relationships, you know, with great people. Yeah, somebody's attracted to those people who serve their highest good. So yeah, somebody, you know, has, yeah, walked away, you know, or allowed people, you know, that didn't serve their highest good to move around or whatever have you. Yeah, we got rejoice and celebration. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to, you know, like have a reason, you know, like to celebrate out here. March could be significant, so somebody could be a Pisces or an Aries. Something could have happened in Pisces season or Aries season. Something about celebrating a home, celebration in a home. Or somebody, yeah, could be about to celebrate some type of win out here. And then we got the community. So something about, yeah, somebody's community. Somebody, yeah, could be a part of, you know, like the spiritual community, you know. The community, you know, could come together, you know, like to help somebody, you know, like out of a situation. Yeah, but this community card is the number 7. So something about, yeah, this month. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be a Cancer or a Leo. Cancer, Leo, Cusper. Somebody, you know, possibly, yeah, could feel like a failure out here. Or, you know, yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, could have, somebody, they could feel confident, that they're going to, cause somebody to fail. But somebody, understands that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So something about, somebody learning a lesson. March the 24th could be significant. March the 20th could be significant. We got sacrifice. So, I feel like like somebody's, spiritual team could be proud of them. Because, they've made the necessary sacrifices, to, be able to, like transform their life. But something about, like somebody trying to sacrifice somebody. There's a rainbow. If y'all can see that rainbow, somebody, could be a part of the LGBTQ community. But something about, happiness. Somebody, could have, like, literally sacrificed their happiness, for the betterment, like of other people. So, it could be time for somebody else to be made happy, December could be significant. Somebody could be born in December. Somebody could be a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. Somebody definitely, could be about to be recognized, and rewarded out here. This could be, for, like their sacrifice. I don't know. Somebody, could have tried to make somebody a sacrifice, and, like, somebody else has to be sacrificed. Because, you're not going to sacrifice the one, that's on their divine journey. The one that, is doing, what the Most High God is telling them to do. I mean, you can try it. You can try it all day. Somebody's whole family, could be about to, like learn some type of lesson out here. Something about, family court. I've been picking up family court for a while now. But we got a bully. So, I don't know. Somebody, could try to bully their way into somebody's home. But somebody, could be, like trying to bully somebody, and it has something to do with some gossip. Somebody definitely, could be about to go through some type of embarrassment, But I feel like like somebody, maybe somebody, has been bullied all their life. So what's another bully? You know what I mean? It doesn't stop somebody, from, moving forward, There's just another bully, on the roster. But somebody, somebody's living in fantasy world mentality out here. Something about, bullying a kid. We got bribe. So somebody, somebody, could have tried to bribe somebody, like to do something. Y'all see, there's a laptop. So somebody, could have tried to bribe somebody, to, like, bully somebody on the internet, bully somebody's kids, possibly, try to steal from somebody. But we got trapped. So somebody, they could fall into their own trap. Or something about, like somebody trying to trick somebody. So be aware. This could cause some type of conflict. Somebody, could have tried to, give somebody some money to, like, create some type of conflict. Or going back to, like somebody, they don't want to go to court. They want to keep something out of court. And, like somebody, they try to pay somebody, some money. Maybe it's some money that somebody stole. But, they try to pay somebody some money. And, the person is like, oh, nah, we ain't doing that. I ain't taking that. If y'all see it's a light that's shining, you know what I mean, behind that person. Somebody, some light being shed. This could be, some light being shed on, like somebody bribing somebody or some people. Now somebody wants to apologize. But apologies are, more than, like words. Somebody, could want to apologize for trying to, like end somebody. Somebody, could be being bullied in their own home. Something, like it happened, to somebody in a home. Or something about, I don't know if somebody, is trying to use the dead, like to bully somebody. But we got a marriage. I don't know if somebody, paid somebody to marry somebody. Somebody, you know, that, yeah, like somebody could have been married to, you know, could like pass away. Or somebody, yeah, somebody, you know, that was married to somebody going back to, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, could receive some type of alimony and child support. Something about, yeah, making a marriage work. Somebody has an entity attached to them. But there could be, yeah, like some type of supernatural, you know, like events, you know, that could be taking place. This could be in somebody's home. This could just be in somebody's life in general, you know. Yeah, all while somebody, you know, is sleeping fine, smelling the flowers. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to put a death, you know, like to somebody's dreams, you know, death, you know, to, yeah, like, you know, trying to cause somebody, you know, like dissatisfaction, you know, to life. But something about, yeah, because death is also too transformation. So somebody, you know, could be trying to, yeah, put a death to somebody's transformation. And then we got accident. So I don't know. Somebody, you know, could try to pay somebody, you know, to, yeah, like cause some type of accident with somebody. Somebody, you know, could have a dream, and it could have something to do, you know, with like somebody getting hurt. Somebody definitely could get hurt at a park. There could be some type of conflict, you know, that could take place. So, you know, like if there's a wreck that could happen, you know, like two cars get in a wreck or something like that. Yeah, there could be some type of conflict, you know, that could happen, you know, that could cause the wreck. You know, so there could be people fighting in the car, and that's how it causes, and that's how the wreck happens. But we got apology. So somebody, you know, could, yeah, like want to apologize. Somebody could want to confess. Yeah, could be the person that could be walking around with guilt. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have been, you know, like doing some type of rituals or some type of you know, death magic, or, you know, yeah, somebody, you know, could have been doing, you know, like confusion magic, confusion spells, or whatever have you. But something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, like talking about somebody behind their back. That could be a big lesson, you know, that somebody is about to learn. Something about an ex's ex, so there could be an ex's ex involved. Yeah, somebody has something to tell somebody. Somebody wasn't expecting to get caught like this. So however somebody got caught, yeah, they weren't expecting to get caught like this. So we got Vindication Day. So today could be, yeah, somebody's Vindication Day, or, you know, yeah, one of these days, you know, coming up, yeah, in the month of July. So yeah, in the month of July, somebody will be vindicated out here. Somebody was so naive to believe something, you know, yeah, they believed it. This could be an ex's ex, you know. Somebody's bad advice could lead to some type of destruction. Somebody also has a bad temper out here. Yeah. And there could be somebody, you know, that could find out, you know, they could realize, yeah, that they slept on somebody out here. Somebody, you know, could also have to tell somebody that their family was behind doing whatever it is that they did. But God is not the author of confusion. So we know who is the devil. Yeah, we got an ex's ex. So there's an ex's ex that's involved. Somebody's ex's ex, you know, could be learning a lesson, or yeah, somebody could be learning a lesson about their ex's ex, or there's an ex's ex that could definitely have to tell somebody something. But somebody is unwilling to change. Somebody, you know, has a negative mindset out here. Yeah, somebody's learning a lesson. Wow. Whoever this is that slept on somebody, yeah, they're learning a lesson. Or they're about to. This could have something to do with somebody's intuition. We got a toxic masculine at the bottom of the deck. So there could be a toxic masculine involved. There could be a toxic masculine, you know, they could be learning some type of lesson. Somebody's just being told them, like, to stay positive out here. Wow. So there are some documents that were hidden that could be surfacing out here. This could have something to do with a home. This could have something to do with a marriage. This could have something to do, you know, with like court documents. This could have something to do with kids. We got a brother, so there could be a brother involved. Something about a health spell is significant. So somebody, you know, yeah, they could have tried to do some type of health spell, you know, yeah, somebody was doing too much. Somebody, you know, could have did a health spell. Somebody's brother could be involved. But yeah, we got wrong house. So, somebody, you know, could have tried to, yeah, do a health spell on somebody's whole household, but yeah, it was the wrong house. Or yeah, they could be finding out that, yeah, like that's the wrong house. Yeah, like that house is protected. Some documents that could have been hidden, you know, that could be surfacing. Maybe somebody, you know, yeah, they try to send some type of document, you know. This could be considered as receipts or evidence, you know, like somebody is saying, I got evidence and receipts on you. But yeah, they could have sent it to the wrong house. Somebody could be born in the 70s. We got a Capricorn. So yeah, there's a Capricorn involved. Somebody, yeah, could be casing the wrong house or something like that is also what I'm picking up. Somebody, you know, could have been told, you know, like not to move too fast. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could find out that, yeah, like the reason why, you know, their brother, you know, told them not to move too fast is because, yeah, their brother wanted to, you know, steal, you know, the person that they was with. Or it's something about, yeah, some hidden stuff being revealed, you know. Yeah, we got a Gemini at the bottom of the deck. Somebody, yeah, realizes that they shouldn't have moved too fast when it comes to a situation. We got unknown caller. So somebody, you know, could receive, you know, a phone call, you know, from somebody that they don't know. This could be like somebody's brother, but yeah, like somebody doesn't know this brother. Or somebody, or there could be an unknown caller, you know, that could reach out to somebody's brother. But we got a toxic masculine. So there is a toxic masculine that's involved. I just saw a Pisces. So there's a, yeah, Pisces involved. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a G. But yeah. Somebody knows what they know out here. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be receiving some type of instant karma for doing this. We got a Virgo. So you could be a Virgo or have Virgo in your chart, or there's a Virgo involved. Something about, yeah, somebody's agenda. Somebody, you know, could know somebody's agenda out here. Yeah, somebody could receive an incoming call, yeah, from an unknown caller. Or, you know, how it pops up on your phone and says unknown caller. Something about, yeah, taking a trip. So, I mean, We did pick up on, yeah, like somebody going on vacation or somebody taking a trip. I feel like somebody just needs to be aware, or something about, yeah, like somebody or some people, you know, like, yeah, like trying to give somebody some bad advice, you know, yeah, to like lead them to destruction, or yeah, trying to give them some bad advice so, you know, that they won't, you know, be happy, or they won't, you know, have, you know, whatever it is, you know, that God has for them, because yeah, they don't want, you know, them to have it, or because they want it. But we got love binding spells, so I don't know. Somebody, you know, could try to take a trip, you know, to, yeah, like get some spell work done, and they're going to find out that, yeah, it's a bad idea. Something about, yeah, in April. So something could have taken place in April. Somebody's name could be April. We got a sister. So there's a sister involved. Something about, yeah, a brother and a sister, you know. Something about incest is very significant. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could have, you know, received multiple phone calls, you know, but yeah, like, it's bad, it was bad advice. We got a main leader of a group or a cult. So yeah, going back to that that woman holding a coin. So something about, yeah, somebody being a main leader of a group or a cult. Somebody's sister could be a main leader of a group or a cult. Somebody's brother. Or yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, they said this, told somebody don't move too fast because yeah, they're a main leader of a group or a cult. You know, only for, yeah, somebody, people to find out, you know, that somebody you know, could be you know, like a Christian, you know, somebody, yeah, they love God, you know. But people, you know, could be losing respect for somebody. People could be losing respect, you know, for, you know, like a main leader of a group or a cult. There could be multiple people that could be ashamed to show themselves, you know. We got a money blocker. So somebody's a money blocker out here. Or somebody, you know, or yeah, there's multiple people, you know, that are trying to block somebody's money. Somebody's also, yeah, an energy drainer out here. And then we got, yeah, March. So somebody, you know, could receive a phone call, and it, yeah, whatever information that they receive, it could be a hard pill to swallow. Or yeah, like this lesson, you know, that somebody is learning, yeah, it could be a hard pill to swallow. But something about, yeah, somebody's brother and sister being involved in something. Yeah, family members. Somebody, yeah, could have listened, you know, like, yeah, like to their family members, or somebody, you know, was, yeah, like listening to their family members. But they could realize that, yeah, like these people don't have their best interests at heart. Yeah. Somebody, you know, is, yeah, needs to be grateful, you know, for those that help them. Maybe that's what somebody, you know, was telling somebody, you know, like, yeah, that divine feminine, divine masculine helped you, you know, you need to be grateful. We got 6, 7, 8. So you could be seeing the angel number 6, 7, 8. Somebody, you know, could be from Atlanta. At the bottom of the deck, we got Earth Angel. So somebody, yeah, could be an Earth Angel out here that knows what they know. Yeah, there goes that aunt. So somebody, you know, could receive an incoming call from their aunt. This could be a hard pill to swallow, or something about, yeah, somebody's aunt, somebody's brother, somebody's sister, yeah, somebody's family members. And then we got Aquarius. So you could be an Aquarius and have Aquarius in your chart, or there's Aquarius involved. Yeah, somebody's cup is about to overflow out here. There could be somebody, you know, that could be, yeah, like plotting, you know, like their next move. So somebody, you know, yeah, needs to be aware out here. But somebody possibly, yeah, could say that they felt pressured to do whatever they did. And yeah, catastrophe definitely, yeah, could be about to happen. Yeah, There are some people that definitely, yeah, are watching somebody's pockets out here. But yeah, when it comes to, like whatever, they did, yeah, somebody's being told, like to not get involved. Or yeah, there's somebody, that, yeah, like people could be losing, like respect for. And so, yeah, they're choosing, like to not get involved. Somebody, could be giving somebody the cold shoulder out here. There definitely, yeah, could be some people that could be watching somebody's pockets. And I feel like, yeah, like some stuff is about to come back times 10 on some people. Yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, needs to take heed to the warning signs. Or something about, yeah, like somebody, not getting involved because, yeah, there were some warning signs, that were already being shown to some people, Or yeah, somebody just doesn't need to get involved with whatever this is, Maybe because somebody, didn't get involved, yeah. It could have, yeah, like saved somebody, or you know what I mean? Yeah, because somebody, had already, like cleared out their life of what doesn't serve their highest good. Yeah. Somebody, could have dodged a bullet or saved themselves. But yeah, somebody's an old soul out here for sure. Somebody's wise beyond their years. Somebody could be born in 1989. Somebody, could be on class 8 drugs. Something about, yeah, somebody needing to take heed to some type of warning signs of somebody being on drugs. Somebody's living a toxic lifestyle out here. We got a Libra. So there's a Libra involved. Somebody definitely is obsessed with a certain image. There's a Sagittarius involved. Yeah, somebody could be in the 70s. Or be born in the 70s, excuse me. But something about, yeah, wrong house. So I don't know, something, like, yeah, tragic could happen, yeah, like somebody trying to, like do something to somebody, but yeah, like they go to the wrong house, and then, yeah, like they're all, whoever this is, yeah, like they're all in trouble. But something about, yeah, a health spell. Somebody is folding under pressure out here. Yep. And somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to, like show their true colors. Yeah, because catastrophe is definitely, yeah, about to happen. Whatever, yeah, like somebody, did, yeah, somebody, could say, that they felt pressure to do it. But yeah, be aware, because somebody, could be, yeah, like plotting their next move out here. Or somebody knows that somebody's plotting their next move, so this could be, like, yeah, like to take a commitment to the next level. So yeah, people could be like, yeah, don't do it. Yeah, I feel like people want somebody to be in their south node, somebody, is operating in their north node, when somebody, yeah, they're getting themselves together to be able to operate in their north node. So yeah. But yeah, catastrophe is about to happen, all while somebody, was, yeah, staying in their place and running their race. Yep. There's also somebody that's been stopped in their tracks out here. So whatever, yeah. So somebody, could have tried to call somebody. Yeah, they're being stopped in their tracks. Or something about, yeah, like somebody pressured, to, yeah, like try to stop somebody in their tracks. But yeah, they don't know, So they don't know, that they're plotting their next move. They don't know, what's going on. But you know what you know. Yeah, we got a Gemini. So there's a Gemini involved. They don't know that that yeah, they're doing spell work, so you could have already known, yeah, what was going on behind your back. Yeah. For somebody, yeah, court has ruled in somebody's favor out here. They don't know that or they don't know that somebody knows, but yeah, we got a full moon. So yeah, something about, yeah, the full moon. Full moon in Gemini. Is that the next full moon? I don't know, because I don't know how the moons work. But something about, yeah, the full moon in Gemini. Yeah, we got robbery. So something about, yeah, robbery. So somebody definitely is watching somebody's pockets out here. Mm-hmm. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a P. Somebody, you know, could be born in their 20s. I mean, somebody could be in their 20s out here. Yeah, something has gotten out of control. Some spell work has gotten out of control. Some people, you know, have gotten out of control. Or somebody, yeah, they're out of control because, yeah, court has ruled in somebody's favor, or court is going to rule in somebody's favor. But yeah, whoever these people are, they can no longer, you know, like cover this up. Yeah, their health is their cover is blown. Yeah, and somebody's feeling stuck out here. Somebody, yeah, could have committed check fraud, because that's what I just saw. Somebody's also, yeah, a drama magnet. We got a dress. So something about, yeah, somebody's a dress. Somebody's cover is blown. Somebody's dress, you know, could be, you know, like out, or something about, yeah, like somebody's address. Yeah, somebody's watching somebody like a hawk out here. Or say, yeah, like somebody knows what they know. Now somebody, you know, wants to address the elephant in the room. Somebody could want to address, you know, why, yeah, they were giving somebody the cold shoulder. But yeah, it's coming back on them times 10. Whatever is coming back, it's coming back times 10. Something definitely, yeah, could take place within the next 3 days. Yeah, there could be some type of confirmation, you know, that, yeah, could be coming somebody's way. Something about a movie. Somebody's life, you know, could feel like it's a movie. Or something about, yeah, a movie. Within the next 3 days, there could be an end of some type of contract. This could be a spiritual contract. But be aware, because, yeah, there's somebody that's not happy that they have been cut off. It could be because, you know, some type of trust has been irreparably broken out here. We got a Sagittarius Capricorn cusper. So, yeah, there's definitely a Sagittarius Capricorn cusper that's involved. The ghost disappears when times get tough. So somebody, you know, could have ghosted somebody, you know, when times got tough out here. They possibly, yeah, could want to reappear. We got a married couple. So, yeah, there could be a married couple involved. They could be involved in some type of bribery or in some type of blackmail. But going back to, yeah, the bribe energy. Somebody, you know, could have, yeah, illegally used some pictures or videos. This could be of somebody's home. This could be of somebody's kids. This could be, yeah, this could be of somebody. Somebody also, yeah, was trying to, you know, like infiltrate somebody's dreams. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a T. Somebody could be a Virgo, Libra, cusper. Yeah, the color purple. So, yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, could be a part of a royal bloodline. You know, somebody, you know, could be being considered as royalty, you know. But something about, yeah, somebody being abused, or somebody, you know, being in a, you know, like a domestic violence situation, or something about, yeah, domestic violence. But there could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, they could be looking over their shoulder out here. And so be aware, because, yeah, there could be somebody that could be coming in to lie straight up to your face. And they're confident that, yeah, like it's going to work. This could have something to do with this. Or be aware, you know, of, yeah, like somebody, you know, like trying to get in, you know, yeah, just to, you know, like harm somebody. We got August, so something could take place by August. Somebody's name could be August. Somebody could be born in August. But yeah, you don't need them. They need you. So whoever this is coming to lie straight up to somebody's face. Yeah, they need something. They need a place to stay. They need something. All while, yeah, somebody's lone wolf days are over. Or, yeah, somebody's lone wolf days are about to be over. Somebody definitely, yeah, is reckless and promiscuous. And it definitely can have something to do, yeah, with somebody's ex. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an X. Malcolm X, by any means necessary. Be aware. XO. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of an ox. Something about, yeah, some music. Yeah. Somebody, you know, could have already turned tragedy to triumph, or that's what somebody, you know, was doing. I don't know. Somebody, you know, maybe they want help, you know, trying to turn some type of tragedy into triumph. But I feel like, yeah, like somebody just needs to stay out of it. Don't get involved. Or something like that. But yeah, somebody, you know, definitely, yeah, could have, you know, like faced significant challenges, you know, and came out stronger on the other side. Or somebody, yeah, they're going to act like that they, you know, face significant challenges, you know, I've turned tragedy into triumph. Somebody, you know, could be avoiding somebody. Or somebody, you know, they could have already lied to somebody's face, and that's why they're avoiding somebody. But I feel like, yeah, avoiding somebody, you know, or, yeah, lying into somebody's face, yeah, could cause some type of domino effect. Somebody's life definitely, yeah, is about to be permanently chaotic. Somebody is not going to be able to come back from this. Yeah, somebody, you know, could be going through a major health crisis out here. Yeah, but whoever this is, that, yeah, thinks that they're coming in to lie straight up to your face. You know, the, yeah, gonna try to say, yeah, I've turned tragedy to triumph, or I faced significant challenges and came out stronger on the other side. Yeah, somebody's spiritual team says, nope, so something about, yeah, some type of opportunity. So maybe somebody, you know, was trying to bring forth some type of opportunity, but yeah, they're really trying to trap somebody. So somebody's spiritual team is like, nah, because, yeah, there's some new opportunities that definitely, yeah, will reveal themselves to somebody. You could be seeing the angel number 1616. We got friends and co-workers, so somebody's friends and co-workers could be involved. We got a Taurus out here, so there's a Taurus involved. We got laid to rest, R.I.P. Something about, yeah, a GUN. Somebody, there's also somebody that's refusing to move on. Whoever this person is, yeah, like they're toxic. And it came right back out, yeah. Somebody's lone wolf days, yeah, are over. So I don't know who thinks that they're, you know, getting ready to come in and lie to somebody's face, you know, to basically, you know, yeah, like get in where they don't fit in or whatever have you. We got a karmic mother, so there could be a karmic mother involved. So somebody's karmic mother could be coming in to lie straight up to their face. We got a Gemini. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could have a soul connection with somebody. But there's something, you know, somebody, you know, could have turned, you know, like nothing into something. And yeah, there's somebody or some people that want to take it from somebody. And yeah, somebody's spiritual team is like, nah, nope, ain't happening. Somebody, you know, could receive some type of information about a court case, or somebody, you know, could be trying to come in lie straight up to somebody's face, and it has something to do with a court case. Somebody's best friend could be involved. Somebody could be a Libra, Scorpio, Cusper. Yeah, we got real love offer. So somebody's lone wolf days, yeah, could be over, you know. So somebody, you know, could be about to receive a real love offer, you know. We got spiritual protection, you know. So yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, they have spiritual protection out here for sure. I'm also picking up too, yeah, like whoever this is coming into lie straight up to somebody's face. Yeah, they can be like, yeah, this is the real deal, you know, yada yada and base, but yeah, like it's not. We got a group of women, so there could be a group of women involved, so be aware of whoever this group of women is. There's a group of women that could have some type of thirst for knowledge, or just be aware of, yeah, like whoever this group of women is, you know, yeah, like trying to, you know, like act like that they love somebody, you know, but yeah, like they really just want, you know, to get all up in somebody's business, or they really want, you know, to get some information. But yeah, there could be a group of women that could be refusing to leave a home, or something about, yeah, somebody refusing to leave a home. There could be a group of women that definitely, yeah, could have used somebody's name to get money fraudulently. There's also somebody, you know, that could be, yeah, on the verge of a mental breakdown, and it could be because, yeah, they could know that somebody's lone wolf days are over. But yeah, somebody committed selfish acts out here, and definitely could have something to do with, yeah, gossiping as well. So yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to cry tears of joy out here. And it definitely could have something to do with, yeah, real love offer, you know, new opportunities, you know. There's a spirit, yeah, there's some type of, you know, like spiritual connection, you know, that, yeah, could have been put to rest, you know. So whoever it is that somebody had a spiritual connection with, they could have been involved. But yeah, somebody, you know, could have tried to, yeah, RIP somebody. But somebody, yeah, spiritually protected out here. Yeah, we got a Capricorn. So there's a Capricorn involved. Heavy Capricorn. Yeah, there's somebody that definitely fumbled a blessing. Yeah, for playing on the losing team. And whatever somebody, you know, has done in their life, yeah, somebody just needs to forgive themselves, because, yeah, they did the best that they could. But be aware of, yeah, whoever this scheming opportunist is. But I feel like, yeah, like somebody's being protected from whoever this scheming opportunist is. We got an angel number 369, so you could be seeing the angel number 369. With faith, courage, and hope, you can take steps toward finding or rekindling true love. Don't give up. The universe has great plans in store. There's somebody, you know, that could have some type of unresolved family, somebody could have some type of unresolved family issues, but somebody, you know, could have unresolved financial issues out here. So I don't know, somebody's trying to come in and lie straight up to somebody's face about, you know, these unresolved financial issues. But yeah, there's a scheming opportunist that, yeah, was secretly united in a plot to go against somebody. Yeah, and that's coming to an end. You could be seeing the angel number 999. Somebody, you know, could be 50 to 65 years old out here. Something about, yeah, somebody's karmic mother, or somebody's brother, or somebody's sister. Be aware of, yeah, the master of deflection. So yeah, somebody trying to deflect from, you know, the real issue. There's somebody that, yeah, could be used to, you know, like things being handed to them. Yeah, well, that's ending. Yeah, and karma is hitting back to back to some people. There is some people, you know, that, yeah, try to manipulate their way to the top. They try to control the narrative, you know, like to get their way. So we got official letter. So somebody, you know, could receive an official letter. This could have something to do with some type of unresolved financial issues, or something about, yeah, somebody, you know, could receive an official letter, and then, yeah, they come in and lie straight up to somebody's face about this official letter. Or somebody trying to deflect, you know, an official letter, trying to play dumb, you know, like that they weren't secretly united to go against the plot. Go against somebody. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah. We got bribe and blackmail. So yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, they could owe people, you know, money. So they bribe people, you know, or they owe people money. Something about, yeah, somebody's karmic mother. Yeah. Somebody, you know, yeah, somebody that was secretly united in a plot to go against somebody. Yeah, they could have flipped sides like a pancake. So that could be the one, you know, that could want to reach out to somebody. But just be aware, because I don't like this scheming opportunist energy out here. Yeah, there's some people that want somebody to be lonely, scared, and unhappy. Somebody definitely, yeah, could end up in the hospital, because I keep seeing the hospital card. We got a Virgo Libra cusper, so yeah, somebody could be a Virgo Libra cusper. But we got open and honest conversation, so whoever this is that flips sides like a pancake, they can want to have some type of open and honest conversation about somebody. They could be the one that was bribed, you know, to watch and follow somebody, or yeah, somebody's been watching and following somebody heavily. Yeah, whoever this is, yeah, they could have been a part of, you know, like singling somebody out. Somebody definitely, yeah, faced many hardships, and yeah, they made it out. Somebody, you know, yeah, could be having gloomy thoughts, and yeah, gloomy thoughts lead to some type of gloomy actions. We got family secrets, so yeah, there could be some family secrets, you know, that could be, you know, like coming out, you know, and yeah, like it could be too much for somebody to handle. Somebody wants to be seen as a powerful person out here. And I feel like, yeah, like somebody has to do too much. They have to do the most to be looked at as a, you know, powerful person, when somebody, yeah, they just walk in the room and the whole room lights up. Yeah, somebody's energy is very authentic and courageous out here. Somebody's finances, yeah, could be being looked into. Something, yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, is an innocent person. So something was stopped before completion. Yeah. So somebody, you know, has learned to accept what they can't change. Yes. And somebody, you know, is, yeah, staying focused on what they can. Yeah, somebody's vision is clear. Somebody knows where they're going. Somebody knows what they want and what they're going, and where they're going. We got June, so something, you know, could have taken place in June. Somebody's name could be June. Somebody's first or last name could start with an R. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be detained for questions out here. Something about, yeah, like somebody not getting involved. Or somebody, you know, was told to not get involved, and they could have, yeah, got involved. Yeah, we got a Virgo, so heavy Virgo. Yeah, whoever these people are, they operate in their South Node. There is somebody, a part of somebody's agenda is to, yeah, get somebody to operate in their South Node, or, you know, yeah, like get somebody stuck or keep somebody stuck. But yeah, we got a married couple. So something about, yeah, a married couple. There could be a married couple that singled somebody out, or something about, yeah, like somebody knows that they want to be married. Somebody knows what they want to do. But we got hospital. So something about, yeah, somebody being in the hospital. Somebody could have an open and honest conversation about somebody being in the hospital. Somebody could have went to the hospital in June. But we got drama on social media. So there could be some type of drama going on social media. Yeah, somebody doesn't need to, you know, like get in the middle or get involved. We got, yeah, new city, new state, or new country. So somebody, you know, could be, yeah, moving to a new city, state, or country. Maybe that's the drama that's going on social media. But yeah, somebody has high integrity, and somebody, yeah, is very honest out here. So there could be somebody or some people that could be overreacting over some type of lies, because, yeah, they've been caught. Somebody, you know, could be moving to a new city, state, or country, you know, in the next 6 months. You know, somebody could get married in the next 6 months. Something about, yeah, within the next 6 months, you know, somebody, yeah, could be about to cry, you know, like tears of joy out here. But yeah, somebody's energy is very authentic and courageous out here for sure. But yeah, somebody's finances are definitely, yeah, being looked into. Somebody's first or last name will start with a T. And whoever this is, yeah, they forever played the victim. But yeah, their show is over. We got a karmic mother. So something about, yeah, somebody's karmic mother. Somebody's karmic mother, you know, could want to take, you know, what somebody has turned into nothing into something. They want to take it from somebody. Somebody's karmic mother could end up in the hospital, or something could happen to somebody's karmic mother. But we have, yeah, June, July, August. Somebody's finances could be being looked into from June, July, and August. Something about, yeah, the last 3 months. But there's somebody that definitely, yeah, could be confronting their fears, and they definitely, yeah, could be ready to take action out here. But there's also somebody or some people that are about to lose, yeah, like their spirit, physical freedom, and also, yeah, their spiritual freedom as well. Yeah, there's somebody or some people that were pretending to see, you know, pretending not to see what was going on. And yeah, there's somebody or some people that, yeah, they ain't playing with a full deck out here. Whoever this is, yeah, they lie about your life because they don't have one. So whoever, yeah, was determined to change somebody, whoever knew, you know, that, yeah, like somebody was operating in their north node and they wanted somebody to operate in their south node, yeah, they could be too embarrassed to show their face. The fact of the matter is, yeah, somebody's prayers have been answered. So I feel like that whatever, you know, somebody's been praying for, yeah, prayers have been answered. Yep. And so, yeah, family secrets, yeah, too much to handle. So there are some family secrets that, yeah, people could be finding out about. Something about the operating room. Somebody's first mother last name could start with an O. Somebody could be from the O. Somebody, you know, that somebody, you know, could have had a soul connection with. They could be too embarrassed, you know, like to show their face. Yeah, because they were letting ego run the show. Somebody, you know, somebody also could have taken some type of bad advice from a court official out here. There's somebody or some people that, yeah, holding on to the way things were. Yeah, that outdated thinking. So yeah, somebody needs to stay fearless and courageous. Yeah, because there were people that, yeah, slandered somebody's name with the intent to harm. So I don't know. We got 2 years. Somebody, you know, could get 2 years or something about, yeah, 2 years could be significant. Yeah, we got a Leo, so there is a Leo involved. Somebody could have frozen assets out here. But yeah, we got case closed, case won. So yeah, there could be a case closed. So somebody, you know, could find out that, yeah, like they won a case, you know. So yeah, somebody, you know, could receive, you know, like official letter out here. And then we got fraudulent medical documents. So somebody, you know, could have made up some type of fraudulent medical documents. So that's why somebody, you know, could be getting locked up. Something about, yeah, somebody having an alcohol and drug addiction. Somebody also feels left behind out here. But something definitely, yeah, could happen within the next 45 days. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, receive a letter, you know, and it has something to do, you know, with them winning, you know, like a case. Within the next 45 days, there could be somebody or some people that could be hiding from somebody. But yep, we got this. So something about that. Yeah, there could be some type of unexpected death that could take place. But we got, yeah, false birth certificate. Yeah, so some hidden documents, yeah, are surfacing. Wow. So something about, yeah, a copycat or a wannabe, you know, like being laid to rest. R.I.P. R.I.P. Or yeah, it's just ending. You know what I mean? But as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's gonna turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.